Hello, welcome back. We are watching episode 10, season 4, Attack on Titan. Last episode, we seen that 3 years ago, Zeke sent his followers to make some type of plans or arrangements with Paradise Island. And then we see that they become, kind of trustworthy, kind of not. And then we see that Mikasa, Armin, and Eren are kind of separated at the moment. Mikasa's like mourning for Sasha. Armin is talking to Annie by himself, like contemplating the actions of war. And Eren is depressed in a cave somewhere or a bunker. I don't know where he's at.
Wait,
He's looking at himself in the mirror, and that's pretty much it.
Oh yeah. He's talking to himself.
Yeah, and
to fight.
I wanted to talk about these two theories that I've seen, mostly on TikTok. It's the time loop theory and the narrator theory. That both Armin is very, very big player of that. So the time loop theory is that Eren messes up, and every time he messes up in that particular time, he starts back of that one day that he sees the Titan over the wall, the colossal Titan.
Wasn't it when he woke up on a hill next to a tree with Mikasa?
Oh yeah. That
When
part.
he-
Never
when-
mind that part.
When he was a kid.
Yeah, when he was a kid. So apparently every time he fails this unknown mission, he comes back and wakes up at that exact same point. And from there he keeps on going until he messes up again, and then he goes back. So maybe this is the show that we're watching towards the end, that if he messes up, then it starts all over again. Or it kind of lets into something like that. And supposedly Armin is like a passageway through that. The other theory is called the narrator theory, which is telling us that Armin is the one telling us the story. And supposedly the evidence of this is because both the narrator and Armin have the same voice actor. And the biggest part of the show where it's like proving that is when they're talking about Armin when he died of being like burnt. He got burnt to the crisp, and they're all saying how Armin is the only reason that we got this far. With all that being said, I think the narrator theory would be pretty tight to see that he's the one telling the story.
Either way, both insane theories. If any of them are true, I'd be mind blown.
Mm-hmm. I think they're very creative. I like whoever thought of that. You're onto something.
I feel like they've already won, so I don't know how they're really gonna go with the rest of this season.
Nah, I don't think they've won yet.
Well, they haven't won yet, but like they messed them up.
I mean, Eren is for sure like a powerhouse right now, but he has like eternal conflict. So I feel like in that sense, they do have an upper hand. But that advantage, if that goes to shit, they lose because they're only relying on the Titans, and that was Marley's problem. That they relied on the Titans so much that the rest of the world advanced. And now if they lose their Titans, they're done for. Either way, it is a morally gray show now. We've seen that both sides, they have cities, they have families, and they all feel kind of the same towards each other. And so we're rooting for Eren and the Scouts, obviously, but that's only because we started the show with them. I mean, if it was the other way around, wouldn't we be rooting for them?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I'm rooting for the Eldians in general, whichever side. I mean, more towards Eren, but
yeah, obviously me too. But I'm curious. That makes me think: are there any people that, like in real life, that are rooting for the Marlians? Marlians?
Yeah.
Do you think there are any people rooting for the Marlians to win?
Nah,
No?
I don't.
Gabby just made everybody hate that side of the world.
Yo, dude, I don't get that fans are sending death threats to the voice actor, and then the writer. They're like sending death threats to both of them, and I don't understand that. I'm like, it's a show. Anime characters always die. Damn, why can't I talk? They always die, and like, yeah, it's sad, but if it makes us feel some type of way, I think it's great writing.
Yeah, they made us feel that with fictional characters.
Yeah, so the fact that they have you riled up like this is, I think, something that just proves that it's great writing. If anything, it's giving more feeling towards victory. Now you're hoping they win to avenge Potato Girl. I don't understand that, but you know, everyone feels how they feel.
Yeah.
But are you ready to start this?
Hold on, I don't know if we talked about this. I liked how Armin, he might have gained feelings that Bertold had for Annie, and now maybe Armin had those feelings for Annie. I just think that's pretty interesting.
Oh yeah, because they're connected to the memories, so maybe by like the memories that he inherited, he also like sees, I don't know, the kind of character that Annie has grown to be, or like all her Bertold's past memory of her. So maybe he kind of fell in love with the idea of her. But yeah, that's interesting. Just because, you know, every single mind is kind of connected. So yeah, it's interesting. I mean, it changed Eren's demeanor, so it might have changed Armin's too. But interesting though, because it's the exact opposite. He feels more for them. I think he always felt this way, and then Eren just is numb. He just wants to win the war.
We never really talked about this, but how Falco, he had a memory of being a scout. What's up with that?
To be honest, I didn't notice, but I think that's another thing that like they're connected. I mean, Eldians are connected regardless, but maybe it's just a tie-in that's being reborn.
Because that made me remember when Eren Kruger, he told Grisha Jaeger to protect Mikasa and Armin.
Yeah.
And they weren't even born. It connects to them seeing kind of the future.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we didn't talk about that, or that I completely forgot about it. I'm excited to see Falco have some sort of impact on both sides. I think he's like the only one that really understands both sides because of the talk between Rainer and Eren.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to see Falco just do anything to be involved.
I wonder if they, you know, complete their whole goal until now of like gaining a Titan power. I wonder if like they're gonna get some type of Titan at some point.
I'm also curious about Gabby. How's she gonna take everything if they tell her like both sides of the story?
For sure they're gonna show her how life is there. And maybe Zeke will tell her something that changed her perspective, because they're all in the same place now.
I'm just worried that she'll still have a grudge, but I really hope she sees, or at least understands both sides of their story. But yeah, that's all I got to say.
Alright. Well, with that being said, it's time to start the show.
He is in so.
He's in a cell.
I said that.
He's just flexing in the mirror, man. Facts.
何しに来たんですか。何って話しに来たんだよな。ヒストリアを犠牲にすることはないって。
Is he planning to sacrifice the story?
No, I think it's like when he was like revealing stuff. I think that's why they showed us like that last episode. And that's why she's bringing it up right now. Because remember, he said he withheld information, so Historia wouldn't be sacrificed.
And now she's thinking like, oh wow, you really sacrificed her. Or
no, I think she's saying like if it's worth anything, I don't think that you would have sacrificed Historia. Do you think we're all caught up?
What do you mean?
Yeah, like they've already explained everything that we need to know, and now it's gonna be like in order now. There's not gonna be any more flashbacks.
I don't think so.
Yeah, me neither, honestly. If anything, they're probably gonna introduce something right now that isn't fully explained, and then next episode they're gonna have to like go back and explain it. No.
There you go.
船ごと担ぎ上げられて以来ですね。これからよろしくお願い。顔を見せたのは最大限の。
Yo, this is cool. I don't know why.
それで十分
I'm already
です。
hyped up.
初めて外国の要人を迎えるのだから。パラディ島唯一の有力士、清宮東人。
Wait, yo, from another nation?
この家紋に見覚えはございませんか？
Is that the lady, the nice lady?
That saved Uda.
なんか秘密にしてろって。子供の頃。この印は死んだ母の一族から受け継いできたものです。私の100年以上前、東人家の御親にあたる我が将軍家子息はフリッツ王家と婚姻にしており、このパラディ島に投留しておられたのです。そして敗戦国として立場を追われ、そのこんな語はこの島に取り残されたのです。一国の主の末裔、ヒーズル国の希望です。
So does that mean she's a princess? A royalty in some kind of way?
今は黙って耳を貸すのみ。
お印、なんでエレンだけに見せたの？え？だって手首の包帯、誰にも見せない。
Yo, since when did she have that though? What the heck? I never noticed.
私たちはでしょ。
So she is a princess.
ミカサが一緒ならこんなに頼もしい人いないよ。
Damn. We haven't seen Eren smile in ages.
私たちを引き合わせてくれたジーク・イエーガーの存在が不可欠でした。私どもは彼と密会し、ミカサ様への取り次ぎをある取り計らいに参加。
Maybe we can trust Zeke.
こちらをご覧ください。
これは。
あれ、
That's the one he
ご
took.
存知でしたか？にはある特殊な燃料が必要です。それを彼らは氷瀑石と呼んでいました。未だパラディ島以外では採掘されたことがない未知の地下資源です。ジーク・イエーガーは自分の計画に協力するなら傾いた国家が大国に返り咲くほどの産業を手にするですが、それが事実ならこの近代化の時代において金銀財宝に等しい資源が眠っておられるのです。私は出しに使うだけでは。東人は金のように鋭いから交渉。イエーガーとの取り計らいとは一体何でしょうか？ご存知の通り、ジーク・イエーガーは秘策があると主張し、それにはヒーズルの介入が不可欠だとしています。こちらは地ならしでこの島を守るために必要な3つの過程力の一部を公開し、世界に破壊力を見せつけるのです。地ならしが必要なくなるまでこの島の軍事力を世界の水準、そしてその期間における始祖および王家の血を引く巨人、ジークは獣の巨人を王家の血を引く者へと継承。その者は10まで可能な限り子を増やすこと。他の兵器が発達しても渡り継承は繰り返されていく。今私は獣の巨人の継承を受け入れます。地ならしが我々の存続に不可欠である以上。
That's bizarre.
ヒストリア。壁を破壊し自分にされたわけか。家畜みてえに子供を産ませ。イエーガーの計画は到底受け入れられません。残された時間の限りあらゆる選択を模索するのが。君と焦燥感を共にしたつもりだった。でも君がなぜ単独行動に出てこの島を危機に追い。ヒストリアはどうなってもよかったのかい？俺は潜水の巨人を食いました。顔やつに武器でも何でも生み出せるわけです。つまりどれだけ深く固い地下に俺を幽閉しても無駄だったらいつでも好きな時にここを出られる。当然思想を持つ俺を殺すこともできない。いくら脅したところでジークを殺すわけにはいかない。つまり暗示されているんです。教えてくださいよ、ハンジさん。他のやり方があったら教えてくださいよ。
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
失策だ。なんで私なんか団長にしたんだよ。
Damn, bro.
He got a little touch right there.
For Hanji.
He got pressed.
中に入ろう、ヒストリア。
from questions.
That's Astoria? Is that Astoria? Damn, bro. Oh my god.
She preggers, dude. You think that's Eren's kid?
Yo, shut up. Breakers. Who the hell says that? Yo, who is the father?
誰の息もかかっていない相手であることは調査済みだろう。同じ地で生まれた青年だ。幼少期は女王に石を投げつけていたらしい。でも顔を伏せたまま下働きを務める彼に気づいたのは女王の方からだった。女王がなぜ今身勝手な行為に及んだのかだ。誰かが助言したんだ。
What if a Titan was pregnant?
That's a good question.
Marlian? Marlian. Marlian. What's happening? What's going on?
There was anger in his voice.
I am concerned. Hey, they got trains now. I'm lost.
But she's just chilling, carrying 20 pounds of...
Alright, I think this was 2 years ago. Poor Levi, bro. Hasn't grown in 4 seasons.
ヒーゼル国は取り付く島もないようだな。やはりに協力などしない。そして世界はパラディ島が災いの種であり続けることを望んでいる。ヒストリアの犠牲は避けられないってことですか。そうね。人も計らず勝手に悪魔だって決めつけて、どうしてみんなが平和になる道。
私たちが何者かわからないから恐れている。
そうだ。顔の見えない相手なんかを信用するわけにはいかない。マーレに拠点を設けて潜入か。ハンジさん、そんなこと考えてたんですね。俺の寿命は5年とあと少ししかない。そろそろ決めなきゃいけない。俺の巨人の継承。
私が引き継ぐ。
お前じゃダメだろ。アッカーマン家が何なのかまだ分かってねえんだ。何よりヒーズルといろいろやってこってやつが巨人になってどうする？
じゃあ他に誰が？
俺だ。まず俺はエレンよりはるかに頭がいい。土地狂って死に急ぐようなこともなく、いついかなる状況でも優れた判断力を発揮できる稀有な存在。いらねえな。実際俺以上の人材がいるか？
そんなすげえやつを13年でミス死なすわけにいかねえだろ。お前は兵団の指導者とか目指せよ。エレンの巨人は俺が継ぐからな。それがいいだろ。エレン
ここに
よくないですよ。あなたはバカなんですよ。じゃなくて、バカにそんな重要なことを任せられるわけないじゃないですか。
Hey man, they gotta speak facts.
もう私が継ぎますよ。実践経験もあって信頼できるのも私たちくらいなら消去法で
No,
私しか
Sasha,
い
bro.
ないじゃない
Don't
ですか。
talk, please.
お前らセレレンよ。セレレンじゃけどね。
いや、それはおかしいだろ。いや、だからバカには任せられないってお前が言ったんだ。お前は俺よりもバカなんだから、お前言ってることが矛盾してるんだぞ。
No way. Oh my god, dude.
なんでだ。お前らが大事だからだ。他の誰よりも。だから長生きしてほしい。はあ？それは何赤くなったんだ。どうすんだよこの空気をよ。
じゃあ
They all blush.
Yeah, they're all blushing.
持ってるからさ。
そうか病気なら仕方ねえ
Mm.
Sun do be hot.
Sun does make me blush.
俺たちは危険な状態にあるんだそして突然ジークの計画に乗ったエレン真相は本人たちにしかわからない
なあ、お前らにはあれがエレン、あいつはエレンじゃない。もしあいつが俺たちじゃなく腹違いの兄貴の方につくことがあるなら、
どうする
俺たちは奴を切る覚悟をしておく必要がある。
の？そんなことさせない。ならないと思う。エレンは誰よりも私たちを思っている。対して攻撃的になったのかもしれない。きっとその思いが強すぎたから。
それは違う前線から遠ざけようとするやつだっただがアルミンに軍港を破壊させお前を戦場に呼んだコニーもサシャもだ
それは私たちが信頼されてるからでは何もできなかった。
サシャが死ぬこともなかっただろうな。どうしたと思う？涙を流したと思うか？笑いやがった。一体何がそんなにおかしかったんだろうな。なんでエレンは笑ったのか。エレンのことは何でもわかるんだろう。
These are valid questions.
ミカサと3人だけでエレンの真意を確かめるんだ。
話はもしジークと同じ目的だったら
薬を入手した兵団には選択肢がある。まさか信頼できる他の誰かを巨人にしてエレンの始祖を継承する選択だ。
Armin always with the plan, dude. Always with the plan.
Yeah, look at Levi just giving him the death stare. That's it? Oh my god. That's it.
Damn, that fell short, honestly.
But a good episode.
It was a
It's
good
an episode we had to have, you know.
Mm.
I love this. I love this show. I love this show.
Yeah, we're mainly in the past. Okay, so 2 years ago, right? They're
They're advancing in their technology.
they're building a train. They have the serums, and they're in contact with that rich lady. I already forgot her name.
Either way, we're not
That rich.
sure if that's the nice lady.
No, I'm pretty sure it's a nice lady.
We're positive.
Yeah, because if she knows the plans, and that's why she left that one night that Eren attacked.
Yeah, she survived
Yeah, so
because she knew.
so you know, I think eventually they're gonna take the deal. Who do you think got Historia pregnant?
Dude, it really could be anybody. We
really-
don't know.
I thought
Could be
Eren at
anyone.
first because they say it breeds like no other. I mean, what kind of time would they have?
It's crazy that that's like the situation that
And
they
maybe
have
that's
to be in.
maybe that's why he doesn't want to like put Historia in danger. And that's why he left. Maybe that's why maybe that's his whole reason. Because that could have been a fake story too. Maybe they're trying to throw us off.
I don't think so. I think he had other reasons. Maybe that was one of the reasons.
Yeah, probably.
One good reason. But I think later on, maybe in the next episode or in the next few episodes, we're gonna maybe flashback to 1 year later, where that's when he left to Marley.
Yeah, well, yeah. Eventually, that's gonna come about, like no doubt.
I mean, there's some big reason that we don't know about yet.
I'm trying to think if there was any part where they showed that she was interested in the guy.
But yeah, that's a big mystery on who the father is.
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean, if anybody figures out, it's by luck or chance. I don't think anybody has like a good theory and evidence of why they think it's this person. But yeah, that's bizarre to me that they had to be in that situation where they had to breed like no other. It's so bizarre.
Zeke has definitely more parts of this plan. And it's kind of crazy to me. I think he's becoming more trustworthy, or I see why choosing to go along with his clan as of now because he's willing to sacrifice his titan already. He doesn't want to give it to the Marlians, so he's giving it to Paradise
Island. Yeah, I find myself.
That's why they have the serum now. Now we know what that's all about.
Well, I think we always knew what that was about.
It was kind of obvious, but like we know exactly why they have it now.
Yeah, we know their plans with.
Yeah, so
with the serum.
I find that interesting. And now I know why they're really going with it, but why they're so sus, because Zeke hasn't really explained all his parts yet.
Yeah, I found myself trusting Zeke, or Zeke's plan, or anything involving Zeke on this island more and more, mainly because of that nice lady, which I am now less concerned, but still a little bit worried that something might go off.
I mean, like Eren said, what's to keep Zeke from escaping? Like, what can they actually do? Because they need that Titan. You know, I don't know what can they do against Eren, because Eren he just revealed that he ate
the
Warhammer Titan. Yeah. So,
dude, that part scared me a little bit.
Yeah, intense, dude. I thought he was for sure gonna blow up and attack.
I don't think he was gonna transform, but
the lighting, dude.
The build up to that was intense.
I didn't know that they can control that. I thought it was something like that. You choose to, fucking transform, and it's full on transformation.
Yeah.
I didn't know you control the lightning thing.
Yo, dude, that was good though. That was really good.
But yeah, that was an intense scene.
That was different. That was good. That was good. I like that.
Still 2 years later, he hasn't changed his whole demeanor yet. He still cares about these people, and he's still like willing to go to this planet. He's still like he's still saying like, no, fuck that. We're not sacrificing any of our people. He still cares about everyone and how they feel and like all that shit.
In the beginning of the episode, we picked up from where we left off, and he was talking to himself in the mirror, and Hanji caught that he said fight
with 2 fights
twice. Meaning maybe he knows something in the future. I caught that very interesting.
I think maybe to me, I thought of it as in 2 fights, as in like the outer fight and the eternal fight. Maybe he has like some internal fight within himself, and then the fight between Paradise and the outside world.
I still am kind of leaning towards to literally 2 fights until something, maybe till the war is over, or just till something big happens.
Shit, maybe there's a 3rd city, man. We don't.
I am confused on. Remember when the nice lady was talking about their history? I am confused on the history that they were told. You know how, not confused about the history, but confused about who's who. Like, you know how they mention King Fritz and multiple other important characters about the Titan War a long time ago. I'm confused about that history.
They briefly mentioned it, so Mikasa is like the lost child, like the granddaughter or whatever.
Like that's her ancestor.
Yeah, like the descendant. Yeah. That's from what I got. So therefore, Mikasa is an important part of that, in the sense that she has a symbol and she's like the descendant of their clan. So she might be royalty. I don't know. I didn't really like get it as much because they kind of quickly went through that. They didn't really focus on that.
Animation. I like the animation. Honestly, if I were to go back to the past seasons, I think I'd choose this animation.
I don't know. Because
I personally like hand-drawn animation more.
Yeah, I agree with
my
that.
preference.
It looks good and everything, but how this show started with their type of animation, I think it was on purpose, so you can see like how disturbing it is to look at Titans, first of all, and how dope it is to look at the 13 Titans or the 9 Titans, the main Titans, and the expressions on the characters' faces. I feel like that's why they chose the other type of animation over this animation. I feel like this animation at some points, it's like too soft.
I think I personally just like soft animation, hand-drawn animation. I just love hand-drawn animation.
I think animation is important to like to tell your type of story. So it's either to catch people off guard with what happens, because you know how like those like nice animations start off, it's just like, oh, it's like a hero and everything, and then it turns dark because there's like a bunch of blood or some drastic thing happen, and you don't expect that with soft animation. But with this one, they're telling you right from the rip, it's just like, this is a dark animation, and it's all about morals and shit. So I feel like that last animation was perfect for Attack on Titan.
It complements the show.
Yeah. So
I think I just love hand-drawn animation so much that I just find it good with everything. I wrote that animation twice because I just really liked the animation. Their drip was I loved it. Eren has 6 years left, or well, more than 5. Did he say? All right, around 6 years.
He said 5, but I was wondering if he means like 5, or if he's talking about some other type of deadline.
But if they are talking about 6 years left because of the Titan ability, who do you think is gonna inherit the Titan power, or his Titan powers?
To be honest, I'm gonna be kind of upset if someone does end up inheriting his Titan power and he doesn't end up finishing the story. But it'd be kind of like a good shock, or a good I don't know, story point or like plot twist or whatever, if Falco or Gabby inherit it. Just them like turning their back on the Marlians, which have been tormenting them or raising them to be the Titans that they want them to be, to protect their island, but they're the ones that have been, segregating them to the specific part of their town, and then the people at Paradise Island, and calling them all devils. So I think that's why they're there, both of them. Maybe Falco does inherit the Beast Titan, because I think that was his. Zeke is some type of Zeke and Falco have some type of connection, no? Where like he is the one that's supposed to get the Beast Titan, and then Gabby is the one that's supposed to get the Armored Titan, because Rainer is her cousin, and then Falco is something to Zeke.
Is he something to Zeke?
I think so, because I think I remember at one part where Gabby was just like, why do you want to get the Titan?
Oh, no.
Why do you want to get the Armored?
His brother, Colt, that is supposed to get the Beast Titan ability.
Oh, okay.
I think I'd be satisfied with either of them getting the Titan ability, like Eren's Titan ability. If they have good intentions, I'd be satisfied them getting the ability. I honestly have no clue whether the friend group would end up getting Eren's or Zeke's Titan ability.
They all volunteered right now, but I don't think it'd be a good story point for any of them to get a Titan.
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
whether or not it was Eren's or not, but I don't feel like any of them would be good to take the Titan. I mean, Mikasa would be like a perfect candidate, and Armin, but Armin already has the Colossal, and then they already explained that why Mikasa can't get it because she has the symbol and she's part of the other clans.
That makes me think they're probably not gonna get it, but then again, who knows? This is Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Big twist somewhere.
Which I think is Falco and Gabby getting the Titans, honestly. And I feel like that's why Zeke is just like, oh, can I see him?
I don't know, man.
Also, I think at some point, Eren and Zeke can somehow use telepathy or something like that because of Titan connection. Something like that. I don't know. I'm just making theories.
But I think right now Eren's not fully trusting Zeke, or he is now because
I mean, he's going along with Zeke's plan.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
That's what the friend group is concerned about. Is he fully trusting Zeke? And then Mikasa has to now question, is she still willing to protect Eren if he's not going towards his own morally justice code? If it's not the same thing, is she still willing to protect him? Or will she be the one to cut him down? That's all I have to say.
That's all I have to say too. I am excited for, I'm pretty sure, each and every one of these next episodes, all the way until the season ends, really.
Yep. Well, that was episode 10. That was our reaction. Join us on the next episode, episode 11, to see how we react to that, or see what we unveil from all that.
Like, subscribe, leave a comment, notification bell. I don't know what else. Is that it?
I think that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, share it if you really like our discussion.
I think that was our best one yet.
Yeah, me too, honestly.
I felt comfortable.
Yeah.